you come into the city of Kinshasa, regarding where to stay, you have to pay attention what district that you're going to stay in. It has to be something closer to the Gombe as well. If you are close to the Gombe, you're more likely to have very good electricity and water as well. And also you're going to be close to the market. They have the market they call the Grand Marché. You can find it in the Barumbo district and then also in the district of Kinshasa. They have another district that goes by the name of Kinshasa as well. So I will share with you real quick some of the places that you can stay in when you come to the city of Kinshasa. Gombe. Gombe is probably number one. And then I like Ngaliema as well. Ngaliema is very fine. But I think Ngaliema is very big. But the places that I've loved in Ngaliema is Pigeon. Pigeon is outside of the city if you want to be quiet. That's where I am at the moment. We are far away from everything. The first time I came to the city of Kinshasa, I lived in Ngirengiri. I met a lot of friends there. It was very fine. I met some people, some very good people who turned out to be very good friends. Yeah, even Bakumbo is also fine, but they have a lot of problems with electricity over there. Some of the part of the Bagumbo is fine, but most part people struggle with water. The Kintambo district was very fine as well. I had very good time as pretty much everything. Life is very cheap there. When you are planning to travel to the city of Kinshasa, you have to make sure that you have these three things very well secured. Number one, how safe is the district you're going to stay in? Is the water supply system well in the district you're going to stay in? That's something that you have to think about. There are places where you will have a power shortage like 4 or 5 times a day. The voltage of electricity sometimes is very low during the dry season. But my own voltage regulator helps me maintain my power around 220 watts. Most devices we have in the city of Kinshasa actually use the power around 220, so you gotta keep it steady. A lot of people are burning their stuff because they just plug it directly. Sometimes the power comes too low and some other times it comes too high. Sometimes it can go up to 310 and this is a lot of power. Sometimes 250, 260. As long as it's above 220, then it's bad for your stuff. Most places in Kinshasa, they have problems with electricity. So I decided to buy my own electricity system, inverter box of 1500 watts, and then I also bought the electrical battery charger. This allows me to charge the battery when there's no sunlight. It's so fine and charges the battery to its full capacity in like a matter of 3 hours. In a matter of 3 hours, the battery is full. So when there's no power, I still have power at home and I can continue to do my stuff. You can also buy a lithium battery. It is also available in the city of Kinshasa. You can buy that and you can connect it to a bunch of things. They're usually cheap. It will be around 350 US dollar. You can get one. Regarding safety in the city of Kinshasa, I think anything can happen to you anytime. So you have to be aware of your surroundings. But there are places that tend to be more dangerous than others. Like the district of Bagumbo, there are a lot of kulunas over there, and then even here in the Pigeon, if you go down all the way with the Maniema Road, you will find that there are a bunch of kulunas as well down there. Maniema Road that goes all the way to the magazine, and then from there you can go all the way to the city center, which is very close to the Barumbu. There are a bunch of kulunas there as well. But here in Delvaux also, if you go all the way down with the Lalu Road, they also have a lot of kulunas there as well. And then in many different places, especially you gotta avoid the market. Keep your phone so well when you're around the market. Public market, when I go there, I usually have my bags and everything is in there. If you're a person that likes to go at night, if you are a night person, Kinshasa then it's not a very quiet city for you. Nightlife is not as nice. In Kinshasa, you can't do that because there are a bunch of colonas everywhere. They make it difficult for you to enjoy your time with friends and yeah. So you gotta make sure that you are back at home around 22 p.m. You should be home. You can still be around 23 p.m. You can still do that, but it's best that you be home because during that time anything can happen. People are thinking of things. Another thing is when there is a big concert or a football match, avoid going to gatherings because that's where all the kulunas go and all the people with bad intentions go and do crazy stuff. Something bad usually happens there. So I would recommend that you don't go. You can just watch the movie. You can watch the football match on TV at home. You can watch the concert. People here, they love the musicians that we have. Musicians like Kofi Olomide, Jibe Mpiana, Fali. When they do concert, people gather, come from all around the city. And it's a lot of noise there, and a lot of trouble. Now, something bad is usually going to happen. So try to avoid going to such places or going to a place near whenever this event is happening at, avoid going there. Okay, regarding transport, the places that I've listed, the district that I've listed to you here, you should be able to get a taxi to go to the Gombe and to a bunch of other places. I talk about the Gombe a lot because that's pretty much where you have everything. Everything is going on there. I like the Gombe. I go there every day. I go there very often. Taxi is usually 1,000 francs. You can also use the public transport, 500. You can also use the motorbike, but in the Gombe you can't find many of those because they are banned there. They are not allowed to go there, but they can take you to places far away from the Gombe. Like for example, if you want to go to the Kintambo district from the Ngaliema street, they're gonna use they have a shortcut that they use. They avoid the boulevard. They try and join because they're not allowed to cross there. They go they use as a small road and they get you there for like 2,000 francs. Then transport on the motorbike usually it goes around 2,000, 3,000 is the I think the if you're going for a very long distance you can spend 3,000. Usually it's like 2,000, 3,000, 2,500. They also have private taxi that you can use. You can request some apps that work just as Uber and Bolt or InDriver here in Kinshasa. The best that I've seen so far is called Yango. Yango, and then there's another one they call the Kanayo. These are taxi system that you can use to track drivers and take you to wherever you want to go. You also have some different companies that help you to get your stuff delivery to you. If you are near to the district of the Gombe, then you're probably gonna pay like 5,000. You're gonna spend like 5,000 to receive something that you have ordered from any store, from anything. It can be food, it can be clothes, shoes, or anything. But this is why it's very important to choose to live in a place that is in a district that is close to the Gombe because you get to have this discount. It's really close to everything. Food is very cheap. You can get fish for like 5,000. You can get chicken, the whole chicken, 5,000. It depends on the market where you're going to buy stuff from. But some market you can get fish for like 10,000, and other places you can get for like 5,000. Fish the same price, tomatoes and onions as well. If you are someone who likes to go out with friends, then you have to make sure that you have visited the website of the restaurant and try to read the menu, the prices of things, and don't just go and do stuff and then you will surprise the bill can be very high sometimes. Some restaurants are very expensive in the city of Kinshasa, so you have to pay attention to that one. Make sure you know what you're doing, the prices and different tables. They like to have different prices for different tables. Different places they have different prices as well.